Hey, let me tell y'all why Lamar Jackson possibly will never win a Super Bowl. And it's not because of his skills. It's not because of his wide receivers or his defense imploding. It's none of that. It's because of the script. And I'm not just focused on this script, and I'm not even just going to say that just like that. But the reason, tell me if there's any black quarterback that looks like Lamar Jackson that has ever won a Super Bowl in the NFL. That's for a reason. He does not fit the prototypical look for the QB position. They're holding on to their position because it's just like any other position or any other game that we're not supposed to be in, that they say, and it's pretty much like that's ours. We're not letting it in. And then people say, well, there is black quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls. Who? Russell Wilson. Okay. What does he look like? Does he look like Lamar Jackson? He's mixed, right? Or something like that. Or it looks mixed. Whatever. He does not look as though he's Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, those type of people. Correct? All right, Patrick Mahomes. Does he look black? So it's, you get where I'm going with this. Like a lot of these quarterbacks that have won, not saying there is not any that are actually black, but it's going to be like a jewel in the rough. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're really not going to look at Lamar. He don't get in no trouble. He good with the kids. He talk highly of his teammates. He don't cause no problems. Yet they hate him. It's so many people. Okay, it's good to root against your team and you don't like him because he's not on your team. But they generally hate this man. I mean, they hate his guts for no apparent reason. And the only reason, and the reason why they hate him is because of the color of his skin. He's too black. They don't like the little, twist hanging out or none of that. They don't like none of that. Like, they hate him. They call him ugly. They do him like, they say this and that about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they attack him personally. They didn't like it that his mama was his agent. They didn't like that his mama got him one of the biggest quarterback deals ever. They ain't like none of that. They absolutely hate him. So do you think the NFL will let him win when it's bigger than that? Because not only did he win with his mama being his agent and not paying agents, they did not want that to happen anyway, because then that would start, the people may go independent and start to push agents out, and just like LeBron did with Rich Paul and made Rich Paul an agent off from under his umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Now they partners. They don't want to see that. Then Lamar Jackson do that in the NFL, and then if he becomes a Super Bowl winning quarterback, 2-time MVP, do you know what that called? What kind of that would cause a rift that would be so catastrophic that the NFL would never be able to recover from, ever. They would never be able to recover, because now everybody would be like, oh, we don't need an agent to be spectacular. We don't need this and that. We can pocket a whole lot more money. If I'm going to pay anybody, I'm going to pay my family. They're going to start keeping the money in. NFL starts to lose a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Because those agents, everything is tied into everybody with the NFL. They will start to lose a lot. And then the fact that, there would be too many people. The quarterback position that they hold so highly will start to fade away, because it's already getting to a dual threat quarterback situation. You know what I'm saying? You know why Mahomes moved? Because he moved. Why he's winning? He moves out the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But they're giving him the Tom Brady effect. We're going to keep who we want. That's the golden child. So it's pretty much going to be, we're going to protect him. Like, everything that you've seen, I say maybe 2 penalties was actually the Ravens' fault, maybe 3. Every other penalty was ghost penalties or some bullshit penalties. Travis Kelce taunted all night long, put his hands on people all night long. They never threw one flag. As soon as anybody reacted to him, they threw a flag. And they can't say they didn't see him, because you sit there, it's a ref looking right at him the entire time. Go look at the video footage. The multiple pass interferences that didn't get called. Go look at the video footage. Like, it's, even though Lamar threw that ball into triple coverage, I think it was two deep, 2 shell, 1 deep, something like that. Whatever. to shell defense. I think that's about pretty much what it was. The safety come over top, somebody like that. But it looked like triple coverage anyway. Okay, so even though he threw the ball there, it was a pass interference before the ball got there. Like they actually pushed the whole wide receiver completely out the frame from even attempting to go for the ball. And then you'll hear the commentator saying, hey, the ball was intercepted before any of the push happened, to explain it. But while he was saying that shit, the ball was still in the air and the push was happening. So he contradicted himself live on the air. Like, it's in plain sight what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm, a lot of people really don't want to hear it, but let's just make it what it is. Lamar Jackson is too black for the NFL. And it's not just, it's his internal blackness. All that, he makes a difference for the NFL. That's the reason why they will make sure that he will never win a Super Bowl. They do not want him to be the horrific person. It will throw a kink into, Patrick Mahomes' dynasty. Every so often, they have to script a hero or a great, a better player than the last one that left, even though Brady is arguably is the best QB to ever touch the laces besides, Peyton Manning to me, even though he didn't win as much. But Tom Brady, now they have to get a predecessor for him. And they're going to script it anyway in order to keep it watching. And then, you think it's a coincidence that Taylor Swift was implanted at mid-season or the beginning of, a couple of games in the season, when they show No Trouble with Travis Kelce and his girlfriend, everything seemed to be lovely and beautiful, and then all of a sudden, they painted her as the villain. He splits up he ends up with Taylor Swift. He goes from dressing black to dressing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thick ass mustache, ain't staying as groomed. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that is coincidence? That is not by coincidence. That right there is set. The NFL struggle on ratings. You know what I'm saying? And then, so much of the shit was going out leaked about this so-called script about the Ravens and 49ers and the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then the Ravens coming to hot. So many people bet on them. Do you think they weren't going to snatch that shit back? Come on, man. It's right there in our eyes, right there in our faces, and we fail to realize it. And, of course, the people, teams that are in, they're not going to agree with it. But even think about when your teams don't make it, how they don't make it. Just think about it. NFL is losing its luster because you can't touch anybody. You know what I'm saying? Every touch on a QB that's favored or somebody that's the prodigal son, it's a flag. But then you got other QBs that can absolutely get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they did Cam Newton. Cam Newton didn't cause no problems, didn't cause no off-field field problems. Gave almost every touchdown ball to a kid. He made sure to make all kids happy, and they hated him. Hated him. They hate Cam Newton because it's her, because the way he dressed, because he dressed debonair, because he dresses up. He dresses like a man, he dresses like somebody that's conscious of himself or confident, and they hate that man. So I'm confused because on the one hand you got two great guys with Lamar and Cam, and they say Cam is he do too much. He too much this, he too much that, he too cocky. Okay. And then they don't like that, the way he dressed. But then you got Lamar on the other end, that's down to earth, ain't as loud, well, I ain't gonna say ain't as loud, but ain't as cocky, he confident, but he real friendly, he real, down to earth, humble, and he don't dress like they hate on Cam Newton, he dress regular, but he's darker, he looks more black, and they still hate him. It's a lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game is set to be like that. So, I don't care what y'all say, that just is what it is.